Force Adventure Outdoors.
This week we're down in Middle Georgia, my hunting property. It's Monday about 11 o'clock. As you can tell, the weather's not fantastic behind me. It's been raining all morning. But this weekend was absolutely fantastic. Had lots of company. Had my daughter Sarah down with me. She's been hunting with me since she was 5 years old. Her boyfriend Taryn was down. He's a Marine, never hunted before, so he was really looking forward to the weekend. My stepson Mason has been hunting with me since he was 8 years old, was down. And also former Force softball player Lindsay Garrett was down hunting with us. And I think she hunted a little when she was younger, but hadn't been in a long time. Also an Army veteran, which was fantastic because Saturday was the Marine Corps birthday. Sunday was Veterans Day, so we celebrated with two veterans down here hunting with us. We had a great time. No one killed a deer, which that's not what it's about. It's about hanging out, having fun, being with family and friends, enjoying the outdoors. You'll see from the footage we did four-wheeler riding, we shot some pool, we had some dinners we cooked out for Marine Corps birthday. Just a fantastic time. Lindsay did get a chance at a couple of deer first thing on Saturday morning. We just couldn't make it happen. It was a little dark. She was having a hard time seeing through the scope. I saw several deer, but wasn't going to shoot anything unless it was a big buck. Just to let everything walk that I saw, hopefully making its way to one of the other stands where one of the other folks were sitting at. But all in all, a fantastic weekend. I hope you enjoyed the footage. You'll see some hunting footage. You'll see some shooting footage on the range. Like I said, four-wheeler riding, shooting pool, hanging out, having dinner. Force Adventure Outdoors, Episode 10, Veterans Day, Marine Corps birthday. Hope you enjoy the footage. And as always, thanks to all the veterans.
Welcome back to Force Adventure Outdoors. We left you in Season 2, Episode 10, going mudding on the four-wheelers. We picked the action back up in Episode 11, Veterans Day weekend, hanging out with the gang down in Middle Georgia. Enjoy the action.
Now, since you're on the back. Yep, there's Lindsay. She's not driving anymore. Now if we die, it's my fault.
I have really good life insurance.
I'm glad you do.
That makes one of them.
So if I die, we're in trouble, but if you die, we're okay. This is not good.
Fuck no.
We're stuck. The other direction. There you go. We got a lot of people going through that soupy spot.
Oh, yeah.
Getting mud all in your face.
And my mouth.
I told you.
You ran right through it, didn't you?
My tire's flat.
Oh, good job.
Stuck.
No, we're not.
Damn, that doesn't sound good, does it?
It really doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, God.
Where's Mason at?
Right there.
Did y'all get it stuck?
I have a winch. It's at the house.
It's not stuck. It's won't go into gear.
There we go. I got it.
Holding air.
Yes, I mean I think it was just low before we started. We'll just go back and put some air in it.
You got the air compressor?
Yes. We're gonna head back.
We're all just making sure.
Yeah.
Saturday evening, and I'm sitting in my stand. I just dropped Lindsay off at a stand, put Sarah and Taryn in the stand together, and I look up and I see two foxes run out from the right The first one goes across the little roadbed that we walk in on pretty quickly, but the second one stops and just starts waddling around on the ground. He is having a ball. I was like, what in the world is this fox doing? And then I remembered that when I was walking to my stand, I was putting out some deer scent wicks, and I had a little bit of urine left in the bottle in my hand. And as I walked by, I just kind of turned it upside down and poured the little bit of stuff on the ground. I'm pretty sure that this fox is laying in that deer urine, waddling around, having a ball before he runs off. Just the most comical thing you've ever seen. So sunset is 5:33. It's about that time right now, 5:30-ish. So 30 more minutes of legal shooting light. I can see awesome through my scope. I'm about 105 yards from the feeder. A big doe and 2 yearlings come out. My plan was for the whole weekend was not to shoot anything unless I saw a really nice buck, just to give a chance for Lindsay, who had never shot a deer before, Taryn, who had never shot a deer before, to get a chance to see some deer, shoot some deer. I sat here and watched these guys for a good, it was 15-20 minutes. The camera actually got so dark you couldn't even see it through the camera anymore. Still legal shooting light. They finally walked off. Still about 15 minutes left of shooting light, and they were actually headed in the direction that Lindsay was sitting. So I just sat and watched them walk off and hoped that someone else, got a chance to get a shot at one of them.
So as I mentioned before, Saturday was the Marine Corps birthday, and Taryn and I were working together last week, and he said, it's customary, it's our tradition for the Marine Corps birthday is to have a steak and lobster dinner. And I said, well, buy everybody some steaks and bring some lobsters down, and we'll cook them babies up on Saturday, and we'll have a good little celebration for you. But everybody did bring a steak down, and that was our plan, was to cook some steaks on the grill, just have a cool dinner and kind of celebrate the Marine Corps, celebrate Taryn being in the Marine Corps. I rigged up some lights out on my little patio. Haven't got the thing finished yet. The plan is to put a top on it and put some lights in there and a ceiling fan and have it real nice where you can go outside when it's raining like it is right now, and just enjoy being outside and being outdoors. Put a little heater on the table, had some cool ambiance with the lights. Just enjoyed our dinner, and then we went into the game room and shot some pool, and talk about some craziness and some freak shots, and we just had a good time. Watch the footage, enjoy. Once again, it's not about the hunting, it's about all the other stuff you do and hanging out with your family and friends and enjoying the outdoors, and in this case shooting some pool and enjoying the indoors.
One day I'll be a cougar. I think I can take a bobcat.
Well, next time we see a bobcat, we'll
Send it my
throw
way.
you down there and see which one y'all
Yeah, you
come
got it. Go at it.
It's all yours, Lindsay.
I'll even throw you my knife down.
So she'll have one claw as opposed to the bobcat's 40.
Lindsay, quit hissing at the bobcat. It's calling your bluff.
I think his teeth are sharp. What? Yeah, those are sharp. Yeah. Oh,
Your
shit.
limbs are flying.
40 claws.
Oh, look, there's a in his arm.
He's got 10 on each hand.
I was trying to do
There's
that.
some massive bobcat.
When he first said it too, I was like,
Your dad's so messed up.
I was like, no.
He's new man.
Yeah.
That's my ball, Sarah.
Sorry about it.
I can't believe you would knock your dad's ball on the table the first shot you made.
Where's Adonis? Is he in here?
Yeah.
Go there.
Hey,
He's roaming around checking things out.
looking for food.
Hi, sweet baby. He's not food in his bowl for 2 days, and I never freaking touched it.
But it's not for me, it smells fresh, Mom.
That was Taryn. See, put my ball right in the hole, but when Taryn's ball's lined up, oh, I barely missed it. I'm sorry.
Well, I
Way that
never
works.
did this. His will be the first one.
Look, that's just gonna make a ball. Oh, that's I thought you were gonna
It would
make
have
it.
been my ball.
That's right.
Do you seriously have your button down tucked into your pajamas?
He's trying to be fancy, okay?
That was just whenever I pulled him up it.
He's going out on a Saturday
That's going
night.
on the Christmas card.
That's how the kids are doing it now.
That's fancy. That's
That's
Is that your rage outfit?
He's going raging.
Go to sleep, man.
You can knock your own ball in? That's Lindsay's in. That's right.
Yeah.
Really?
Look at that.
Circle of life. So I can hit the 8 in.
Oh no, I was thinking more of don't just poke and hope. Like you have to actually know where you're
Good
going.
Lord. He made an 11 in.
One way to do
So
it.
sorry.
I've been betrayed.
Well, that was mine, so there we go.
Alright, well Lindsay's out unless somebody
So am I.
scratches. Are you out now?
Yeah.
So it's just me and Taryn and Mason? We both got 2 balls apiece. Taryn.
We'll just do what he's told.
One of us just making fun of you. Telling you to shoot the 13. Just saying.
I'm just trying to help you.
I only use 1 in.
It's mine.
I know.
Dang. Got a perfect stain at 2 in the morning.
What the hell is happening? You are literally just poking and hoping.
It is going in.
Not all I'm balling just so he can't say he beat me.
I'm here.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I think so.
You're in all the cool
No.
ones.
I don't know what to do. Hopefully I get this 3 in.
Hit the ball.
I don't want to lose. I'm so close to
You
losing.
better hope you knock my 2 balls in because your 13's going right in the hole as soon as I get a stick in my hand.
We're
He just did the same thing again, Sarah. He like hit my ball as hard as he could. It banked off of there and went straight to the hole. All right, the 1 or the 13. What's it gonna be there, bud? It's down to the last 2 balls.
What if we see?
Yeah, hell, I guess it doesn't matter. Maybe
Yeah,
just hit
it
the balls
doesn't
hard.
matter.
Just hit the balls as hard as you can. It'll go in the hole. I mean,
Don't act like you've been aiming this whole time.
I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna call 6 banks, and it's gonna hit one of the.
Maybe you should have made for yours.
Champion!
I did that on purpose. I beat
He
everybody
did on
in
purpose. He came in second.
He didn't want to make you look bad.
All right.
I gotta put 505.
Hey, I'm gonna get up at 3:30 tomorrow. Beat everybody. Oh,
Okay,
I thought
good
you were
for
gonna
you.
go to
You're gonna be
sleep.
a winner.
I'm gonna be tired.
All right, does everybody want to be the same balls, or do you want to be the number of balls?
I want to be the
How you
same.
finished? You want the same numbers again?
Same
So it's
numbers.
easier to keep up
I
with.
like to
Yes.
keep the same balls.
Yep.
I think swapping them out gets confusing.
Is that good?
Someone else's balls.
Freaking weirdo.
I'm sure the peanut butter is all
I
done.
just knocked my own ball in to start the game off.
If you would have did that last round, I would have won.
That's horrible.
Oh, you can take them out, like, right? No, take them out. Needs to change.
Red and yellow.
He knocked the 1 and the 3 in. Look at that.
You had to do.
Oh, me?
Did you see how I played last game? I don't have much of an option.
I told you red and yellow.
That kills a fellow, so.
Red and yellow, red and yellow.
That's black and yellow.
Well, you said red and yellow, so I was just trying to go with the.
That's the snake song.
Whose ball was that? Just
Wow.
Is that yours?
I think it was Sarah's.
I don't know.
Oh, no,
I think it was 12.
No,
No,
it was-
there's
it was-
8 and 9. We're
It was
7.
Lindsay's.
We'll mess up.
Oh, there's 7. Oh, it's like freaking out about being close to.
Maybe it was my sneeze that got him all. Oh, God.
You thought you were burning at him.
Did Adonis get ya?
Yeah, no, both of them run into me. It's like a daggum boulder hitting me.
Oh, they flat out knocked me on my ass one day.
Is that what happened when you were going out the front door
That's
this
the
morning?
game right there. Some foosball.
No, I slipped.
We used to have foosball tournaments over there.
Well, you look with his hand, he was training for the pool game.
That's you freaking kidding me. This is the most ridiculous game of pool.
Mason's made more balls than anybody else on the
I
team.
know.
It's like that game from Big Daddy. I win.
I
Oh, dang it.
You almost made the 15.
You can't hit the 5 yet because the 8's still up.
win. Stop it.
Oh, get that 8. It's lined up perfectly, not the 13.
No!
Lord, I can't believe I missed that. All right, so Taryn's
Sarah's up.
out, so Sarah's up. So it's me, Sarah, and Mason.
Hey.
Gummit.
Serious?
Don't make eye contact. Don't look at her. Don't look at her.
She's alpha.
Just put your hand up and look down.
Did you hear that, babe?
What?
She said that.
I was gonna go in that hole.
No.
I think some of those ridiculous shots.
Not the one that's lined up in the hole.
Your son's
15
door.
perfect.
Yeah. I was
It
hoping.
is super hard.
Oh, yeah, well.
She said enough.
Oh my goodness. I'm out.
About
If you get the
that.
8 ball and you lose though.
Oh, God.
Well, there you go. I should have made that one the game.
Well, don't
I
say
left it lined up
that.
perfectly.
I've made one ball
No
and I've
pressure.
made it this far.
No pressure there, Alpha.
I've made one ball this entire game and I made it.
Pressure.
That was the other
Hey, I can't believe he was trying to help me after I knocked both of his balls in, though. That's what's really.
Right.
I'm not a sore loser.
No, it's just like the shadows and stuff out there.
Hey, Sarah's the champion. Woo!
That's the second ball she made in
Now
all
you have to
game.
tell them and be like,
It doesn't matter.
Sarah is
It doesn't matter if you only made one ball in. It's just a matter of which ball you made in at the right time. All right, somebody help me. We all got up and went to the woods. Well, most of us got up and went to the woods Sunday morning. The ladies, Sarah and Lindsay, opted to stay in. I think Lindsay had a pretty bad headache, and it was cold. It was colder Sunday morning than it was Saturday. But we all went to the woods. First thing, me, Mason, and Taryn all went to the woods first thing Sunday morning. I saw a couple of deer right as the sun was coming up, small does. Wasn't going to take a shot at any of them. Got out of the woods, just like I said, a good weekend, but not a good hunting weekend. The deer movement times were kind of crazy and weren't real good. I thought because of it being the rut time down here in middle Georgia that we would see some good chasing and and the bucks moving around, but we really didn't see that. Most of the deer we saw were all either small bucks or does, and never really saw anything, you know, that was a shooter that I was going to shoot. And then the chances that we had with some of the other folks sitting in the stands just didn't happen. But we got back out of the stand Sunday morning, came back to the house. All of us went out to the shooting range, played a little bit. I got a little bit of footage of Sarah and Taryn playing. It was Veterans Day. So we, you know, did a little celebration for Lindsay, who was in the Army, and once again Taryn, who was a Marine. A fantastic weekend. If every weekend was like this weekend, I would die happy. I mean, that's all I can say. Just fun, enjoyable, hanging out with everybody. My plan was to stay a couple of more days. As you can tell by the weather behind me, it's going to do this for the next couple of days. So it's not going to be a good hunting weather, but that's part of being in the outdoors and planning things in the outdoors. But enjoy the footage. But we had a fantastic time. All hung out with each other and enjoyed the great outdoors and celebrated the Marine Corps birthday and Veterans Day. Once again, Force Adventure Outdoors. Enjoy the footage.
Did you just get me calling him a housewife?
I sure did. Got it for future references. Gotta get. I shoot your gun. Call me a housewife.
What?
shoot next to you.
Scream. What?
Shoot next to you.
You're gonna shoot next to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't shoot each other, please.
What am I shooting at? What am I? Oh God. Oh God.
Don't worry about me. Just worry about the target.
God, I hope so.
He's still alive.
Oh, by the way, happy Veterans Day.
No.
No, it's not Happy Veterans Day.
It is. But
Lindsay's gonna cover her head up.
There we go.
There you go. There's our veteran, one of them. With
The
her
other one's that
camo.
one.
Yeah, I was filming him.
He's a housewife.
He's the housewife veteran, according to Stephanie. I mean Sarah, whatever her name is. Whatever much. Is he dead? I don't see but one person up there.
Maybe she's foreshadowing Karen's death.
Or she's saying both of them killed him. I told Lindsay, but she covered up her head with her hoodie, but happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
Oh, look.
He didn't cover up his head with a hoodie.
Such a better person than me.
You can never sound all the 1,000 voices calling your name. You can have the light of the world blind you, bathe you in grace. But I don't see so easily what you hold in your hands. 'Cause castles crumble, kingdoms fall and turn into sand. You can be an angel of mercy or give in to hate. You can try to fight it just like every other careless mistake. How do you justify? I'm mystified by the ways of your heart. With a million lies, the truth will rise to tear you apart. Whoa! No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees, how did you love? How did you love? How did you love? Nothing ever feels quite the same when you are what you dream. And you will never look at anything the same when you see what I see. How we forget ourselves, lose our way from the cradle to the grave. You can't replicate or duplicate, gotta find your own way. Yeah. No one gets out alive. Every day is do or die. The one thing you leave behind is how did you love? How did you love? It's not what you believe. Those prayers will make you bleed. But while you're on your knees.
From all the pro staff, thanks for watching with Coach Carlton, Coach Buzz, Alan Benton, Mark Cochran, Ryan Meadows, Sarah Meadows, Stephanie Rapka, and Mason Cochran. Tune in for the next episode of Force Adventure Outdoors, music by Shinedown.